So this recording is to help you with Chapter 2 to finish what we did not finish in class and to go over operating cash flow. And so to figure out, we have already figured out operating cash flow in 2010 and 2009 while we were in class. So I'm going to start with figuring out to calculate the cash flow from assets, we need to first find the capital spending and then find the change in net working capital. The formula for capital spending is ending net fixed assets. In this problem, that will be 2010 minus beginning net fixed assets, which will actually be 2009's ending balance, plus depreciation, equals capital spending, net capital spending. So all these cells are linked back to the balance sheet that we found this information in. And then this is from the depreciation is from the income statement. And then in cell 24, I perform the formula, which is the beginning minus the ending, but the ending minus the beginning plus depreciation. So we have a net capital spending of $82,976. We're now going to move on to change in working capital. Now remember, the change in working capital is calculated by current assets minus current liabilities. That's net working capital. So our ending net working capital would be 2010 current assets minus current liabilities. Our beginning would have been current assets minus current liabilities for 2009. So our change in net working capital is ending minus beginning. So we have $19,792. Now, to figure out cash flow from assets, our formula is operating cash flow minus capital spending minus change in working capital. So we already found our operating cash flow. We've now found our capital spending, and then we just found our change in working capital. So my cash flow from assets is $7,058. Now we're going to move on to cash flow from creditors. This is also a problem in your homework. So the first thing I do is I take the interest paid and I subtract my net new borrowing. I'm going to add a little comment in here for you. Net new borrowing is ending long-term debt minus beginning long-term debt. So my ending long-term debt is from 2010 balance sheet, and my beginning is from 2009 balance sheet. So the net of that is $13,440. Now, to figure out my cash flow from creditors, I'm going to take the interest paid, and I'm going to subtract the net new borrowing. So we have a negative cash flow from creditors of $3,478. Just going to fix my typo here. Now to figure out cash flow from stockholders, you would take the dividends paid minus new equity raised So our dividends paid was figured out on our income statement, which was 50% of net income. And now our new equity raised was actually given in the problem. That's why this number is typed in and not linked to anything else. And so we have a total cash flow from stockholders of $10,536.